Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. 10 more minutes of Thunderchief building action. I know you guys been wondering where I've been today. Where's old Bob? I know he's doing something. Tell you what, people, I had this garage so cool today. It was so hot outside. I just did not want to open them doors. So what I did is I took that wing out back here, drug my compressor hose and actually did it outside. And I think it turned out a lot better. It's a little breezy out. You know, I think I got the system down for this camouflage though. You know, because you always tend to want to point your brush one direction. That makes your overspray go more that way than that way. This line looks pretty good. This line will have a little bit of overspray, you know, too far. So I think if a guy started out on that tip and worked his way in and angled that brush like that, you know, and then, you know, finished it up out there, get to the center, it would look awesome. You wait, I'm going to get good at this, people. You know, this one's going to look better than that one. And my next one will look better than that one. Than that one, you know what I mean? And it'll work. I can make it work. It's such a big area for such a little brush. You know, the little airbrush, which makes it kind of a hassle. You know, I think combining the two, get the edges and, you know, get that spray gun dialed down to where it's shooting a smaller, I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to have to play with it, but, you know, I did it. And I got the primer on it and got it ready to glass. Okay, now I'm going to make a couple videos on this because, man, I don't know. It seems that when I get to rolling, I get so much epoxy on my hands, I hate to push my camera, you know, touch my camera too much. That's why you guys don't get a lot of videos doing this. But, this is my last pair of rubber gloves too, man. I just dug them up. Looks like they got some overspray on them. But, I'm going to get this part done tonight, then I'm going to get the other part done tomorrow. It's just took it kind of easy today, man. It's hot out. So, I got my stuff all ready. This white bag here, this is my concoction I got mixed up, okay? And this is actually a surface coat. Rather than that white resin I've been using, that's called what they just call that white epoxy. Okay, it's not really a surface coat. It's kind of a tooling resin. But the bad thing about it, I mean, it's cheap. It's cheaper than regular fiberglass. But the bad thing about it is these edges tend to chip. You know, when I'm pulling parts. Mark down there at Associated Industries says this won't do that. It's bad. But this is 2001, 2003-1 resin epoxy surface coat system. That's what's in this here, okay? And I just took it to thicken it up a little bit more. That's like the consistency of mayonnaise. It's actually a little bit thicker than that white stuff too. Okay? But I mixed me some baking soda, just a little bit of cotton because I'm really not looking for strength on this. But we got to put this in the corners, okay? And with this pastry bag, it just makes it awesome. Get a nice bead right there. You guys see that? Because fiberglass don't like to roll up. Okay, if you just tried to make this part without something in that corner, what will happen is your epoxy will roll and that corner will chip out. Bam, 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 bam. All the way down, man. It's just, you gotta have something in these corners. This vertical one right here. Oh, a big one. Because this is just a plug, so I'm not worried about weight or anything. I want this corner. I don't want to have to do no work to it. you know. Bam. Perfect. Beautiful. Perfect, beautiful. And I was thinking about putting some on this back edge. I really don't need a lot back here because of the way I'm doing it. But I know it needs something because on that wing there, I got a couple air bubbles back here. I mean, small, tiny ones, but I can take my epoxy and smooth this out just a little bit. I'm getting a lot of questions on why I'm making 2 plugs. Okay, why not use that other one? Get a lot of questions about that. What I'm going to do with that other plug is I'm going to cut the ailerons and flaps off of it. And it's going to be perfect. Alright? And I wanted 2 fiberglass ones to mold, and I'm still going to get some use out of that plug over there, you know, but just what I wanted to do, you know. It was my choice and I did it. But I'm going to cut the ailerons and flaps off of that piece so I can actually mold them separate, and they'll be the exact thickness. That will be the mother plug of all my plugs. And everything will fit, you know what I mean? Rather than cutting off a fiberglass one and putting a piece of wood in there, and you know what I mean? And that one is perfect. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. And plus, that whole thing is just impregnated with wax now. And now I can probably scrub it down with lacquer thinner or and you know, wet sand, you know, I don't know. It's just impregnated with wax, and I don't want to put all my panel lines on there and then have an issue with primer. So, and you know, and that's another reason. These little flaps, I could sand them down back to this glass again, you know, but I got this plug, man. I can make a new one in a day, you know, this mold now, so that's what I'm doing. It'll all come together. You'll say, man, that's why Bob did that. Trust me, just gonna have to trust me on this one, folks. Now, I'm through with this. Let's get it over here on the cement floor. There's a bunch left in there. It's liable to catch on fire. Alright, well, we're about out of time on this video. But I'll make another one. And we'll put on some fiberglass. Let me know if you guys get tired of these videos. Let's see you back in the shop. Same Bob time. Same Bob station. This is a drama-free zone. This episode of Bob TV was broadcasted in Philovision for your viewing pleasure.